Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. There's a certain magic in leaving behind everything familiar and watching the world unfold beneath you. It's a strange feeling watching the clouds drift by and realizing how far you're really going, not just in distance, but in spirit. Once a quiet fishing town, Cabo has become a place where adventure and tranquility meet, where you can hike rugged cliffs in the morning and watch the sun fade behind the Pacific by night. For me, this trip marks more than just a birthday getaway. It's about rediscovering what truly matters: adventure, connection, and a little self-reflection along the way. Arriba.
Abajo.
Abajo.
Al centro.
Yep.
Adentro.
Thank you. So join me on this journey through Cabo San Lucas, from hidden hikes and oceanfront sunsets to the unforgettable people and places that make this destination unlike any other. Can I see some ID, mister? You don't look 18. We're just leaving the resort right now, making our way to a nearby Walmart. Need to grab a few knickknacks and items for the week, just to tie ourselves over. But we normally would walk to the Walmart. It's not too far, but with this type of heat, it's just too humid to walk. So we're gonna grab an Uber. Unfortunately, the way it works with the resort, we can't actually get it from the entrance. We actually have to go down to the end of the driveway here. There's a gate, and that's where you get the Ubers to take you anywhere. Pro tip, Uber rides are generally cheap. They're on average $3 to $4 to get you to downtown Cabo from here. It's a 10-minute drive. If you take taxis, you're looking at $15, $16 US. So for the bulk of this week, we're going to use Uber for our primary means of transportation. Too funny, Good and I are splitting up just to check out what's here at Walmart. I'm looking for local beers, she's looking for water and snacks, like I said. I'm trying to find a hand cart, which I found, and a little bit of a language barrier here. One guy spoke perfectly great English. Turns out he was a tourist guide across the plaza here, trying to sell me on his tours and stuff, which I don't blame him. You know, it's something I saw a lot in the airport. I wasn't really expecting to hear that you're just gonna have to hear people talking trips and tour day trips and stuff around, but because I'm not used to it in Canada, you don't see that in the States, you don't see it in other parts of the world that much. But you know what? For some people it bothers them. For me, I don't really care. They're working hard, they're trying to make a living. Appreciate the effort, so something to kind of get used to here at Cabo. We'll be sold hard on trips as much as possible, or stays at other resorts for the future, probably timeshare opportunities. Whatever. Still love this place, it's awesome. So we're at El Medano Restaurant here at Reboceros, Cabo San Lucas. It is one of 7 restaurants on the resort, so my goal here is to eat at all 7 if I can. Right now this will be officially restaurant number 1, and I decided to order the surf and turf. So I'm going to take a quick bite of the steak. I ordered medium rare. Just want to see how it is. So very juicy, very sweet, very typical for a medium rare steak. So far, so good. Got a red wine to go with it as well. So that officially makes restaurant number 1 done of 7 here at the Rio Palace. So we're on the way to Complejo Deportivo Doncol, home of Los Cabos United. If you haven't heard of them, they're the local pro football team here in Cabo San Lucas. Pretty new club, actually. They kicked off their first season back in 2022, and they've been building a solid local following ever since. Now, in terms of where they fit in Mexican football, think of it like a pyramid. At the top, you've got Liga MX. That's the top division of the pyramid, similar to Premier League in England. Right under that is Liga de Expansión MX, kind of like their second division. And then the third tier is Liga Premier de Mexico, and that's where Los Cabos United play, in Serie A. So yeah, still a young team, but they've got that underdog energy, and it's awesome to see a pro club repping this part of Baja. Let's go check it out. On this night, Los Cabos were hosting Reboceros de la Piedad. They're a club from La Piedad, Michoacán, with a long history, founded back in 1951. Over the years, they've bounced around the Mexican leagues and now play in the third tier, Liga Premier Serie A. As for a rivalry with Los Cabos, well, there isn't one yet. This was the first time that these two teams faced each other. Wondering what these players are doing. They're just taking a water break. Even though it was well past 9 p.m., probably even closer to 9:30 at this point, it was still a humid 30 degrees Celsius. Unbelievable. With that final whistle, Los Cabos United take a commanding 3-1 win. Witnessing a professional Mexican football match is a dream come true, no matter the league. In my opinion, it's less about the teams you're watching anyways, and more about the fan experience. Thanks, Los Cabos. You just made me a new fan. There's a place in Cabo that most tourists never hear about. A hidden trail tucked right behind the Marina, leading to one of the most breathtaking views in all of Baja. This is Mount Solmar, and today I'm hiking it with the dogs. You'll find the trailhead at the end of the Marina Road, right beside a small dog training facility. There's no fee, nor reservation required. I just had to show up just before sunrise. The climb is short, but steep. A 45-minute ascent up Mount Solmar, where the peak rises about 500 feet, or roughly 150 meters above sea level. It's a rugged trail, uneven, dusty, and scattered with loose rock. Every few steps, you catch a glimpse of something incredible. It's wild to think how close this is to the Marina, yet it feels completely untouched. Mount Solmar isn't on any brochure, and maybe that's what makes it so special. At the summit, it's completely silent. You can see Land's End, the Arch, and all of Cabo stretched out below you. It's peaceful, raw, real. Moments like this remind me why I love travel. Not for the resorts, not for the beaches, but for places like this, where it's just you, nature, and a view that takes your breath away. I'm just leaving Sancho's Sports Pub here in the Marina area of Cabo San Lucas. Decided to come here after the hike up Mount Solmar this morning because they're known to have all sorts of sports games, so NFL games today. Decided to pop by, enjoy my birthday. Got a complimentary pink taco ice cream sundae as results. Really lovely owners. The ladies are from Houston, Texas, so if you ever get a chance to come to Cabo San Lucas, highly recommend checking out Sancho's Sports Pub. Now I'm going to head back to the resort, freshen up. Don't know what my plans are for tonight, for the rest of my birthday, but been off to a great start. Can't ask for a better day. We're about to head out in a few minutes to go downstairs for dinner, and coincidentally, room service popped by and gave us this delicious birthday cake to celebrate my special day today. I don't remember telling them if it was my birthday or not when I booked this reservation months ago, but it doesn't matter. I really have been enjoying the service here at the Rio Palace in Cabo, and definitely look forward to coming back here again in the future. But for now, time to head downstairs and grab some food to eat, because I am starving. Krystal was the 5th restaurant we tried at the resort, a fusion spot inspired by international dishes. It felt both convenient and fitting to have my birthday dinner here. We went with the 3-course dinner menu. I started with a squash broth, followed by a perfectly cooked medium-rare beef tenderloin served with quinoa, and wrapped things up with a banoffee pie for dessert. I also tried a bite of Corinne's matcha chocolate mousse, since she was too full to finish it. That was interesting, to say the least. After dinner, we headed back to our room. Stomachs full, energy depleted. Even if I wasn't completely tired, it just felt right to end my birthday this way. Besides, tomorrow night was going to be a big one. We had plans to head into San José del Cabo for an authentic Mexican Independence Day celebration. Now we're headed to San José del Cabo, a quieter town about 45 minutes east of Cabo. Less touristy, more authentic. Exactly what we were hoping for on Mexican Independence Day. I thought El Grito would start around 11, so we arrived at the town square about 90 minutes early, just in time to soak it all in. A little context about what we're about to witness. El Grito de Dolores began in 1810 when a priest named Miguel Hidalgo rang the bell in Dolores, calling on the people to rise against Spanish rule. More than 200 years later, this moment is still celebrated every September 15th with pride, music, and fireworks. Here in San Jose, the celebration kicked off earlier than expected, giving it an even more intimate, community-driven feel. For a moment, I thought we might miss the highlight of our trip, but stepping into the square, it was impossible not to be swept up in the energy.
¡Viva la independencia nacional!
up. I thought from all my research the El Grito starts at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Cabo San Jose, but it was actually 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got here at 9:30, so we just made it to the nick of time. To do the El Grito, that's about 15 minutes in length, and then the fireworks go right afterwards. That probably lasts, I would say, somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes, no more than a half hour. So when all was said and done, we were looking at like 10:30 Pacific Standard Time when everything finished for Mexican Independence Day. So if you ever come to Mexico, especially Cabo San Lucas, highly recommend coming to San Jose if you want a more authentic experience. But make sure to double check on the times when El Grito starts. Just because it says at a certain time doesn't necessarily mean it starts at that certain time. Probably want to go an hour or two ahead in advance. I really wish we probably got here around 8 p.m., but it is what it is. But all things considered, this was a memorable experience. Definitely once in a lifetime. Check it off the bucket list. Let's see what tomorrow has to bring in downtown Cabo for the actual Mexican Independence Day. Well, happy Mexican Independence Day. As you can just hear in the background there's a storm brewing. The dark clouds, dark skies above Mount Solmar and the nearby mountains. I think we're about to have a torrential downpour in the next hour or two, which, if that is the case, it would be the first time it's really downpoured here during our time at Cabo San Lucas, and quite honestly, I welcome that. It's been very humid in this entire time that we've been here. Average temperatures have been around 30 degrees Celsius, but with the humidity factor, it's felt more like mid to high 30s. Alright, I'm gonna put the camera away now. I think we're gonna grab some lunch or a late breakfast and kind of go with the flow depending on how this weather situation holds. Una hora después. And just like that, we are back in business. As predicted, the rain did come, and it fell pretty heavy for a good 10, maybe 15 minutes while we were eating breakfast. Then it passed through pretty quickly like I figured. The sun is peeking through. It is still 30 degrees Celsius, but you can feel the humidity now. I think that's the one unfortunate thing with these tropical storms. They cool everything down for a bit, and then it gets pretty humid afterwards. You would think it would be the exact opposite though, that it would be more humid before a storm and then cool down afterwards. Such is not the case here in Cabo San Lucas. Just checking out the nearby Costco from our resort. It's not even October 1st yet, and we're seeing a lot of Halloween decorations and even Christmas decorations, so it's kind of crazy to think the year's almost over. Jesus. Alright, we're standing outside here at the Rio Palace in Cabo San Lucas. Absolutely stunning luxury resort. What we've been told is taking Uber pretty much anywhere in this area is the way to go. We're looking maybe like a few bucks to get downtown. Taxis have a standard rate of like $15, $16 US. What I find fascinating is like the Rio Cabo. It's very luxurious and like well kept, but when we're meeting here at the front palace, you see some dirt roads, which is, I don't know, I guess kind of typical from Mexico and other parts of Central America. That's not meant to be disrespectful or anything like that. I just find it pretty awesome that it's like very rustic. I love roughing it out personally when I travel internationally. So everywhere we've been here in Cabo, people have been super great with the customer service. I highly recommend coming here, but just wanted to get a little clip here of what it's like to catch an Uber outside of the resort. Oh, and for just so you know, if you take an Uber back, you can go to the front entrance of the Rio. You just have to show the security guards here your bracelet to make sure you're there. I appreciate that because they take safety and security as like top priority here. So can't speak enough about the Rio Palace, Cabo San Lucas. All right, I think it's time for us to go down to Cabo and grab some food to eat tonight on our last full day here in Mexico. It's our last night here in Cabo San Lucas. Finally made it downtown Cabo. It's nice and cool. It's probably closer to somewhere between 10 and 15 degrees Celsius is what I imagine. Only issue we have right now is that it seems like a lot of the restaurants, bars, and shops are closed on a Wednesday night, and we're leaving tomorrow morning. So keeping in mind it is low season. It's not surprising, but still worth the walk around the Marina and checking things out here. It's very pretty and beautiful. But I probably would not spend more than an hour or two wandering around here at night in low season. I didn't think September was going to be this hot to come to Cabo, but I guess that is a lesson to be learned here from this week. But yeah, Cabo, it is a paradise in the middle of nowhere. I won't say middle of nowhere, but it is definitely isolated from mainland Mexico, I would say. So if you are looking for a slice of heaven, away from the crowds, away from the hustle and bustle, definitely come to Cabo. Prime time is December through April, but coming in May through October can still be good as well. If you're going to come in September, try to align it with Mexican Independence Day. That was definitely worthwhile. But we're going to head back to the hotel now, the resort. Get packed and head back home bright and early tomorrow morning.
Cabo was the paradise I'd been looking for. A place that lets you slow down and just be in the moment. It's stunning, yet it feels like a world away from the rest of Mexico. The resort gave us exactly what we needed. A break from the day-to-day grind. Climbing Mount Solmar pushed me past my comfort zone and gave me a new kind of appreciation for life. I'll never forget the roar of Los Cabos United fans. The pride, the passion, the chaos. All of it. And then, there was El Grito. Seeing Mexico celebrate more than 2 centuries of independence with pure joy and energy. That's something you can't describe. You just have to feel it. 7 days went fast, but I barely scratched the surface. Mexico is so much more than people give it credit for. Real, raw, and full of life. As I look out this window, watching Cabo fade into the distance, I feel grounded, not just from the trip, but from what it gave me. A clearer mind, a calmer heart, and a deeper sense of gratitude for the road ahead.